Good afternoon. Everyone, thank you for joining us at the 2025 Foster School of Business graduation celebration. Woo woo! Please take a moment to silence all electronic devices. The University of Washington acknowledges the Coast Salish peoples of this land, the land which touches the shared waters of all tribes and bands within the Suquamish, Tulalip, and Muckleshoot nations. And now, please rise to recognize the Foster School of Business faculty and the graduating class of 2025. Thank you.
Graduates, parents, family, friends, fellow faculty and staff, Mr. Brady Brewer and Dean Frank Hodge, good afternoon and welcome. Please be seated. It's happening! I am Christina Fong, Michael G. Foster Endowed Professor of Management and Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs at the Foster School of Business. It is my pleasure and privilege to preside over this event and celebrate the accomplishments and achievements of the Foster Class of 2025. Today is such an important day, one that offers the opportunity to reflect on all you have done to get to this point and to look together towards the future. Let's acknowledge that right now, the future looks uncertain, and it feels as if there are some significant headwinds blowing our way. Many people have asked me for advice or even asked how I'm feeling about the future and the current challenges we're facing. In the last few months, I have relied upon a mantra that I heard more than a decade ago from Jordan Fernie, entrepreneur and creative visionary. Jordan's mantra is, "Nothing will make you feel better except for doing the work." There are many times in my life when this mantra has been a guiding light, when uncertainty is a distraction, when challenges seem too big and insurmountable, or when I'm plagued by procrastination. I have learned that knowing that I worked hard is something that gives me a sense of esteem and self-confidence that no one can take away, even if things don't work out exactly the way I want. And here is the reason why I continue to look towards your future with such optimism. One thing I know about Foster students is that Foster students know how to do the work. You are here sitting in these seats because at some point you have locked in, you have hustled, and you have ground it out. You have pushed yourselves to learn, to lead, and to get out of your comfort zones. Today is a day to celebrate your hard work. You have built a resilience and a discipline that I know will serve you in the future. In other words, Foster students, you are going to be okay. Not only that, you are going to go out and make sure others around you are okay too, because that is who you are and that is who we are. And with that, it's time to move on to our program. It is now my pleasure to welcome a friend, a colleague, and our coach to the podium, the Orrin and Janet Smith Dean of the University of Washington's Foster School of Business, Frank Hodge. Frank was appointed the 14th Dean of the school in July 2019 after joining the UW Foster faculty in 2000. Prior to becoming Dean, he served as chair of the Department of Accounting, as well as the UW Faculty Athletics representative to the Pac-12 and NCAA. He holds an undergraduate degree from Carroll College and earned his MBA and PhD from Indiana University's Kelley School of Business. Please join me in a warm welcome for Dean Frank Hodge.
Well, thank you, Christina. Anybody hot? You know what I feel more than the heat is the energy in the building. This is my 25th graduation, and they never get old. It is an honor and a privilege to be celebrating with you today. Before we get to the keynote speakers, I have 3 observations I want to share with you. These observations came from me watching you over the last year. The first observation pertains to presence. There is a big difference between showing up and being present. There is a positive energy that is associated with truly being present in a space. People sense it. They want to be a part of what you're doing when they sense that positive energy. I encourage you to show up in each of the spaces that you're going to be over the next couple years and let your skills that you learned at the Foster School shine. My second observation pertains to opportunities. There are two types of opportunities. The first opportunity you're very familiar with. It's that scheduled opportunity. That's the exam, the presentation, the speech, the case competition. But there's a second type of opportunity, an opportunity that you don't know is coming until it's there. Those unexpected opportunities. Some of my most life-changing experiences have come from those unexpected opportunities. My question to you is, will you be ready when those unexpected opportunities come your way? I know you're going to be ready for those expected opportunities because you were educated at the Foster School of Business. But will you be ready for those unexpected opportunities? My experience tells me that you will be ready if you continue to exhibit a growth mindset. That if you make a growth mindset your default mindset, you will always be learning, and you will be ready when those unexpected opportunities come. My third observation, and this is an interesting one, is you do not smile and laugh alone. You simply don't. You smile and laugh in community. You smile and laugh when you're with others. Smiling and laughing is inherently a human trait. It helps build relationships. It helps build communities. It helps build trust. I encourage you to build relationships by smiling and laughing as often as possible. And speaking of relationships, we graduated, our first graduate from the Foster School of Business over 105 years ago. You are joining an alumni network of over 60,000 Foster alums and over 500,000 University of Washington alums. I encourage you to smile and laugh with them. And I'll be looking for you to smile and laugh with me. Congratulations, graduates of 2025.
Thank you so much, Dean Hodge. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our student speaker for today's ceremony. Faraz Hassan is an international student from the Sultanate of Oman and an accounting and finance major. Faraz has distinguished himself as a leader in the UW Investment Group and has even represented the Foster School in the CFA Research Challenge and the National Investment Banking Competition. I first heard of Faraz in an unusual way, not because of the many, many accolades he received as a student, but actually because of his impressive teaching evaluations. Faraz has served as a TA for both Math 111 and for Accounting 215. And let me tell you, his course evaluations are some of the highest I have ever seen among students and faculty alike. Professionally, Faraz has built his experience internationally with internships across multiple countries in investment management, commercial banking, and investment banking. After graduation, Faraz will join JP Morgan's investment banking division in Dubai. But rest assured, I've already begun to recruit him into academia. And if I'm successful, he will be sitting on this stage as a Foster faculty in a few years. Please join me in welcoming Faraz to the stage.
Wow, 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 wow. What a lovely, lovely day it is to be here. And what an absolute honor it is to be behind this podium today. Class of 2025, shall we get started? Yeah. Dear faculty, staff, distinguished guests, and more importantly, dear Foster's undergraduate, class of 2025, what a momentous day this is for all of us. It is still sinking in that I'm following Dean Hodge, Associate Dean Fong, and will be followed by the CEO of Starbucks International. Not gonna lie, being up here is a serious upgrade from teaching debits and credits in that tiny Dempsey Hall classroom. When I was announced as speaker, as much as I wanted to repost Foster's announcement on Instagram, and like every business student, a cheesy LinkedIn post, I held back. I kept quiet because I knew if I didn't, 2 people in this room wouldn't get the surprise they deserve. My mom and dad, who flew over 7,000 miles away from home to be here. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Surprise! I'm the 2025 undergraduate speaker. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything, for all the sacrifices, for all the late-night phone calls, and for all the constant belief in me, even when I doubted myself. I love you. And to the less surprised folks in the front row, thank you for being such great friends. Thank you for all the memories, and thank you for being the reason I'm standing behind this podium today. All right, let's start with a quick story. So if you had told the freshman version of myself that I'd be standing here today, giving a speech in front of all of you, he would have been absolutely horrified. Not because I didn't believe in growth. I mean, I'm graduating. I passed my classes freshman year. But because at that time, I was too nervous to even raise my hands in class. 4 years ago, I made a decision that would define my college experience and even redefine the way I looked at life. I left behind home, over 7,000 miles away, to come study at UW. I didn't know anyone here. I didn't have family nearby, no friends. Hell, I didn't even have a guaranteed spot at Foster. I came to Seattle with absolutely zero certainties. Back home in Oman, I had everything familiar. Close family, familiar routines, and a deep, deep sense of community. Leaving all that for a country I'd never visited before was the first truly uncomfortable choice I made. But I knew if I did, I would open up a world of possibilities that I wouldn't get if I stayed where I was. There were nights where I questioned it all. If I made the right decision, if I'd even belong here. I missed home. I missed Oman. I missed the family dinners, and I missed the call to prayers echoing through my neighborhood. But I reminded myself this: growth rarely feels comfortable at first. And eventually, I'd learned there's a term for that: seeking discomfort. It's that mindset that brought me to Seattle and is the reason why I'm standing here now. When I first applied to UW, again, I was not let into Foster. I had the option to take the easy way out, go to another university directly into a business school. But I chose my dream school. I chose UW because discomfort, while scary, was also my best shot at growth. And I knew if I took a chance and gave it my all, I could earn my spot in Foster. I studied like my life depended on it, from the econ series to accounting, management, and even QMath. Late nights became routine, not because I had to, but because I wanted this so badly. And after 2 years of putting in the effort and just a little bit of luck, I got the email. I got in, and I know I wasn't alone in this. Many of you had made this same uncomfortable choice. Then grinded, sacrificed, and pushed through. That's no small thing. You earned every bit of what followed. The lesson here isn't in the outcome. Anyone can study, and anyone can get good grades. The real lesson here is we chose discomfort. And leaning into discomfort opens doors you never knew were imaginable. I kept on following that mindset. In my freshman year, I said yes to basically everything. I explored a wide range of RSOs, from the Finance Association's Tuesday and Thursday meetings, and trying out for club soccer despite being wildly out of shape, to attending events with ASU Dub. I didn't know what I was looking for, just that I wanted to be challenged, grow, find a community, and have fun. And by sophomore year, I found that in the UW Investment Group. At first, I found myself sitting among upperclassmen executives who, while intimidated me, also inspired me. And I immediately knew this was the place to be. I pushed myself to earn my place. I forced myself to ask questions during investment pitches, even when it initially felt terrifying. I stayed up a bit too late at night, instead of doing homeworks, finishing reports and models, and overall, just challenged myself more. And over time, I did learn how to invest, but more importantly, I became a better teammate, a better professional, a better communicator, and most importantly, built a network of like-minded peers who I now have the privilege of calling friends. Eventually, I had the chance to serve as one of the executives in that same group and mentor others who were once in my shoes. Seeking Discomfort also took me across borders with the help of my mentors from the UW Investment Group, tons of networking and coffee chats, and the guidance of Foster Career Services. I was able to intern in 3 different countries in my freshman, sophomore, and junior summers. Each time, I had to start basically from scratch. New places, new teams, often not knowing anyone on day one except my interviewers. But each experience taught me more than any classroom could. It taught me how to adapt, how to listen, how to stay confident, even when nothing felt familiar. And yes, that same student who was once too nervous to raise his hands in class now teaches accounting to over 100 students every quarter. I still remember the first time I stood in front of Dempsey 002. I was nervous, but I also felt ready because Discomfort has trained me for that very moment. And what I've realized is this: discomfort isn't something we should avoid. It's something we should seek, and something we should embrace when it seeks you. You might think it's a signal you're doing something wrong. It's not. It's a signal you're on the edge of doing something important. And this isn't just my story. It's all our stories. Every one of us has faced some version of discomfort in our time at Foster. I want you all to think of a time you sought discomfort. Maybe it was studying abroad without knowing a single person coming with you, or going to a social event after pulling an all-nighter. Or maybe it was simply choosing to speak up in a classroom where it felt easier to stay silent. We stretched ourselves, we pushed through, and more importantly, we figured it out. Seeking discomfort doesn't mean diving into the unknown without a plan. It means choosing the harder path when you know it will help you grow. And for the past 4 years, that's exactly what we've done. And now, as we step into what's next, new jobs, new cities, new challenges, essentially a new chapter in our lives, we'll face more of those moments. And let's be honest right now, the world isn't exactly the most stable right now. It's okay to feel unsure, but if there's one thing I hope we all carry forward from our time at Foster, it's this: don't take the easy way out. Seek discomfort. Lean into those hard conversations. Say yes to the opportunities that make your heart race. Chase the goals that don't come with guarantees, because the greatest growth happens when you're just a little unsure, just a little uncomfortable, but fully committed. Discomfort has been the best teacher I had at UW. It's shaped who I am, and I truly believe it shapes anyone who seeks it. So let's keep choosing discomfort. Let's keep choosing growth, and let's see how far we can go. Thank you, and give it up to Foster's undergraduate.
Faraz, thank you for sharing your inspiring story. As you know, at the Foster School, we strive to foster leaders that better humanity through business, and I look forward to following your career. It is now my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Brady Brewer. Like you, Brady is a graduate of the Foster School of Business. He now serves as Chief Executive Officer of Starbucks International. Brady has held many impressive titles over his 24 years at Starbucks. Reading his bio would give you the impression that he has always been on the right track, one linear progression of leadership to another. He will tell you today that is simply not true. There were times where he needed to push away from the shore without knowing what was on the other side. One thing I admire about Brady is he not only challenges himself professionally, he does so personally. For example, Brady has completed over 10 Ironman triathlons. For those of you that don't know what that is, you jump in the water, swim 2.4 miles, cycle 112 miles, and then top it off with a marathon 26.2 miles. He knows challenges and how to overcome them. Today, we'll learn a bit more about Brady's journey and his advice for you as graduates. Please join me in welcoming Brady Brewer.
Wow. Faraz, thank you. Thank you, Dean Hodge. This is an incredible day. I know we're working on the temperature. I know some of you are shivering. We'll get you blankets. You're pretty cold. I can see it. All of us in gowns feel the same way. This really is an honor, and I have to tell you, when I got the call to come and do this, I felt so honored to be a Foster graduate and come back and speak to all of you. And then on top of that, I'm incredibly grateful. Today, I'm also being bestowed upon by the University of Washington, I believe, an honorary doctorate degree, which for me is a dream come true. And it's something I would have dreamt of my whole, sorry? There's no honorary doctorate. Got it. Thank you, faculty, administration, and Dean Hodge for the honorary master's degree. No. There's no master's degree, okay? Do I get to keep the outfit? Seriously? Okay, well, I had envisioned cozy days in March on the Burke-Gilman Trail, but okay. Well, thank you. I guess I'll leave here with what I left with last time I left this arena on such a day, which is my degree from the Foster School of Business, which is more than enough. So you might be wondering, who's this guy standing between me and air conditioning or between me and a parent-subsidized meal? My business card says that I'm the CEO of Starbucks International, and what that means is that my team and I have the privilege of supporting and leading more than 80 countries where we operate Starbucks outside of North America. But Starbucks around the world is not just who I am. So who am I? I am you in so many ways. I sat in the exact seat that you're sitting in. I sat in this same arena and got slow cooked in my robe, just like you did. I took the same classes, I left with the same degree, and I left with the same hopes and fears that you did today. So I am you. Now, I have the honor of receiving the microphone for about 15 minutes today, so here's what I want to do with it. The first thing is, parents, like you, I want to pass along insights to my kids. And in a couple years, I'm going to also be sitting in the seat you're in today as my kids graduate from college, one of whom is also a Foster School student who will be graduating in a few years. And graduates, oh, thank you. And graduates, I also want to do a couple things to help you. First, I really want to reinforce your hope and excitement for the future. And second, during my time since I left campus, I've learned a few things, and I want to share some of those insights with you today. Insights about courage, as Faraz said, insights about how to navigate your career, things I learned both from my own experiences, but also from watching so many other people and speaking with so many other people about their experiences since they graduated. All right, so a few weeks ago, I was on campus and I was speaking with some foster school students. And after some discussion about the future, some of the students were sharing about some of their fears or uncertainties or anxieties about the future. And I said, what do you need to hear about the future that is awaiting you once you leave foster? And there were two students, and Shane and Emma said the most thoughtful thing. They said, well, I want and I hope to believe that there is opportunity everywhere, that there's no right path and there's no strict timeline for what comes next. And when they said that to me, I said, but that is exactly the truth. There is opportunity everywhere. There is no right path, and there is no strict timeline for how you guide your life and your career once you graduate. You're in control. You decide and you make the choices. That is incredibly freeing. But the world can get wide open and uncertain, and so I've learned a few things about how to navigate the world, and I'd like to share those with you. So the first insight. Since we're here at the University of Washington in the Pacific Northwest, I think a kayaking metaphor would probably be appropriate. And many years ago, I heard a phrase that always stuck with me. It actually builds on something that Firas was saying. That thing I heard was, only those who have the courage to lose sight of the shore discover new lands. Now, imagine you're on a kayak, and you start paddling away from your little island and your shore. And as you start to paddle away, you want to keep that shore in sight, because to lose sight of that shore is scary. But as you keep paddling, pretty soon you'll find yourself way out in the open sea. And as far as you can see, in every direction around you is just water and horizon. And in that moment, when you reach that point, you might say, oh my gosh, what have I done? What I've learned is to keep paddling. Now, in this metaphor, the shore is your comfort zone. The shore might be the things you're really good at. It might be the things you worked really hard to learn. The shore feels safe, it feels predictable. The shore might even be the thing you got your degree in. But in order to grow as a person and as a professional, you have to intentionally lose sight of those things every so often. It could be raising your hand for something you've never done before. It could be taking on responsibility for something you're not fully prepared for. It could be switching companies. It could be switching career tracks. Take it on with courage. It takes it. Now, as you take these things on, what I've learned is a few things. Do your best to understand and make friends with the feelings you're going to have when you're way out there in the middle of the ocean, feeling like you're adrift. You might feel stressed, you might feel anxious, you might feel uncertain. Make friends with those feelings. And what I've learned is, over time, opportunities that Shane and Emma talked about, they open up when you do the thing you're afraid to do. I've learned that sometimes we have to commit ourselves to something 100% that we're only 51% sure about. I learned to ask myself over time about big opportunities, do you want this more than you're afraid of it? Raise your hand, volunteer for the hard stuff, say yes more than no. That's how the opportunities continue to open up. Have the courage to lose sight of the shore, and when you do, keep paddling. There are incredible gifts on the other side of fear. Now, the second insight I want to share with you, once you've left your shore, you're going to need a compass. But the compass I share with you is more of a directional feeling. I've learned over time that there's no turn-by-turn navigation and there's no map. People might be telling you there's a map and that you should follow it, or they're telling you the things you shouldn't do or should do, You're getting a lot of advice and maybe even expectations heaped on you. You may be comparing yourself to others, maybe people who graduated before you and saying, that's what I need to do. But what I've learned is comparing yourself to others is not your compass. Since I graduated, I learned that my compass is made up of what I call my 5x5 list. 5 experiences I most want to have in my life and career, and the 5 values that I'll use to make decisions in difficult times. So it's simple. On the first part, we're going to go analog old school here. And sometime soon, I want you to take out an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. It's like this. You've probably seen one. Get out a number 2 pencil if you wish, if it feels comfortable, or a pen. And what I want you to write down on that top half of the page is 5 experiences you most want to have in this next step of your career. Write them down, pressure test them, and say, are those really the things I want to do? Now, this list will evolve when you grow. When you start out, it might be something like, I want to learn how to be great at running a project. I want to learn how to be clear and confident in presentations. And as you grow, it might expand to things like, I want to be excellent at coaching others, or I want to work in another country. It's your list, and you get to do it. But you will face tough choices sometimes. Sometimes you'll be faced with decisions like, that opportunity pays more. In that opportunity, I'll learn more. Which one will I choose? The list of experience and learning that you've prioritized will help you get there. And I would suggest prioritizing it and keeping it handy, as you'll find yourself referring back to it often. Additionally, with this list, what I've found that's amazing is when you share it with others, the world has a way of wanting to make it come true for you. Share your list of 5 aspirations with others, mentors, friends, coworkers. I promise you, it will help lead to opportunities. Now, the second part of your compass is your core values. Now, on this part of the 5x5 list, you can take that second half of that 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and write down your core values. Now, I remember being in class and hearing the word core values a lot, but I want to challenge you a little bit on this. What are the core values that truly drive you? The ones that are most fundamental in your life, that drive you to make the choices you make. What are the ones that push you through discomfort, drive you to sacrifice, drive you to take on risk? Write those 5 values down. For me, the values that guide my life at this point in my life: family, adaptability, adventure, persistence, learning. You will face uncertain moments, so you'll have to look back at these and say, what will drive me to take on opportunities? There's a job, should I take it? What if I'm not good at it? Should I take on that opportunity even though I'm not prepared for it? I'm not feeling completely ready. Your values and the experiences that you've prioritized will help you. And I would say, just do it. Now for me, I tested all of this at a point in my career when I paddled furthest from my shore when I went for an opportunity in Starbucks Japan. I want to share this story because for me it revealed a lot of life lessons, and I've seen similar experiences reveal a lot of life lessons to so many other people. So an opportunity came up to go be the chief operating officer of Starbucks Japan. I went for it, and I got it. Afterward, I was talking to a mentor of mine, and I said, hey, I'm taking on a new role. And no joke, the first thing he said to me was, wait a second, you're not doing that Japan role, are you? I said, as a matter of fact, I am. And I was pretty excited about it. And he said, what are you thinking? You are crazy. That's going to be like catching a falling knife. And I said, well, I'm not really familiar with that metaphor. But I guess it made sense in a way. The Japan business was quickly declining, and he thought for some reason it might hurt me to be the one to have to catch it. I asked myself after that conversation, am I doing the right thing? I had experiences like this written down on my 5x5 list. I wanted to work internationally. I wanted to see the world with my family. I wanted to try working in another culture. I wanted to try my hand at a business turnaround, and it checked all those boxes. I felt I had the courage to take it on, but he had good reason to be concerned about my ability to succeed. So let me paint the picture for you. I was one of 2 non-Japanese people in an office of 500. The language of the office was Japanese all day, every day, and I did not speak a word. The business was declining, and it was going to be very difficult to turn it around. Maybe a little bit like catching a falling knife, as my mentor said. So why would I take on that risk and discomfort? It's because I wanted it more than I was afraid of it. I was 100% sure I wanted the experience for my career and my life, but to be honest, I was probably less than 51% sure it would ultimately be good for my career. When I got there, I was a fish out of water. I was literally sweating, like we are today. In the first couple weeks, the team asked me if I was a spy from headquarters sent to check up on them. So it wasn't exactly the best onboarding, but I kept paddling. After long days in the office, I would seriously ask myself, Brady, what have you done? I was in one of those moments where I was paddling so far from the shore, I had water as far as I could see in every direction. I felt adrift and at risk, but I kept paddling. And to summon the courage to continue on, I looked at my 5x5 to answer my why, which was, these are the experiences I want to have in my life. I reflected on the values of family who was with me, adventure, learning, adaptability. These are the things I was getting an opportunity to test, and it gave me the courage to stick with it. I worked really hard, and even outside of work, I was studying really hard to try and learn Japanese. Between business and personal life in Japan, I felt like I was getting a doctorate degree every week. Sorry, Dean Hodge, for the second reference. I'm slowly campaigning. In the end, I went from fish out of water foreigner to a close friend with my colleagues. I stuck with it. We turned the business around, and to this day, it is one of the most important personal and professional experiences in my entire life. When you summon the courage to lose sight of your shore, there are amazing gifts on the other side of that fear. You don't have to have confidence to do it. You gain confidence by doing it. That is so important. You don't have to have confidence to take on those challenges. You gain confidence by doing it. You go from, what have I done, to, I think I can figure this out, to, I've got this. You know, it's important to me to say, you know, when you look at your graduation and you look at LinkedIn and you see the people who've gone before you, LinkedIn makes things look so nice and tidy. People look like they just went doot, 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 like there was a clear career path all along. But I'm here to tell you that LinkedIn does not tell you the story behind the route. Never in my entire career have I felt like I knew what would be coming next. I just kept paddling. Keep doing the things you're afraid to do. Raise your hand and volunteer for the hard stuff. Say yes more than no, and trust yourself. Find the courage to lose sight of the shore every so often. Let your aspirations and your values be your guide. And as Emma and Shane said, know that there is opportunity everywhere. There is no right path, and there is no strict timeline for what you do next. You guys, you are already on your way. You are University of Washington Foster School of Business graduates. You are not ducks. You are not cougars. You are huskies. Am I right? So, as you go out into the world, there's just one other thing I want to talk about, which is kindness. Foster got it right when they penned the phrase that it's about bettering humanity through business. At Starbucks, yes, we sell coffee, but our mission is actually to create moments of real human connection. Kindness is a gift you give yourself when you give it to other people, and it's actually good for business too. So briefly, I want to tell you a story about a customer letter I received when I worked at Starbucks Japan. One day this letter came in, and a customer, told us the story that his wife had passed away. Since his wife passed away, he found that he withdrew from life. He was a hermit, a bit of a recluse, and he didn't go out very often. In his grief, he was alone almost all the time. And when he did leave his apartment and go out into the world, he said he felt invisible, that no one could see him, and he didn't feel any interaction when he left his home. And what he said was, it made him feel like he wasn't sure if he even existed in the world. One day, after he was tired of feeling alone, he said he wanted to try something. So he put on a yellow shirt. And he hoped that people might notice him then. So he put on his yellow shirt and he left the house. And he went to his neighborhood Starbucks as his first stop. And when he did, the barista saw him and said, "Hey, good morning. I like your yellow shirt." That customer wrote us a letter to say that barista could not possibly have known how much that simple greeting meant to me. It proved I existed in the world again, and it changed my life from that moment forward. There are little acts of kindness we can do every single day, whether in business or in our personal lives. They don't need to be big and heroic. They can be small and have a big impact, more than you would ever realize. So you can look for yellow shirt moments everywhere. And in fact, I think it might be time to try a yellow shirt moment. At Starbucks, we know one thing for sure, and that is that coffee makes the journey a whole lot better. So graduates, oh yes, if you look under your chairs, you all have Starbucks cards taped under there. Oh yes. And parents, don't think we've completely forgotten of you. Can you imagine if Starbucks cards just fell from the sky for you guys too? Imagine. Oh my gosh. It's happening. I'm sorry for the safety situation we're creating here. One hung up on number 3. Well, as those fall, it's hard to compete with the falling cards. So as those last cards fall, of course, graduates, this is a gift for you. But I'm telling you that the gift is not the card itself. The gift is how you're going to feel. I know you're graduating, but you have one more assignment. Nobody makes it to graduation alone. So I want you to use this card and take someone out to coffee who helped get you here today and tell them how much they mean to you. Have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Be clear on the experiences you most want to have in your life. Let your values be your guide, and share a little kindness along the way. Thank you so much. Congratulations on your graduation. Appreciate it. Thank you. And go Huskies.
Thank you so much, Brady Brewer, for being part of today's celebration. Thank you for your kind and inspiring and motivational words, and thank you for the recognition. Now it is time to start the formal recognition part of our program. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage Assistant Dean of Undergraduate Programs, Vicki Hag-Day, and Andy Rabatoy, Executive Director of Foster Career Services, who will read the names of each of today's graduates. Faculty, please take your positions. Go ahead. If you stay there. You follow. Yep, follow the leader. You follow, yeah. Now, I would like to invite each of the graduates to take to the stage so we can recognize you individually. Students, our ushers will welcome you one row at a time to the left and right stages of the right sides of the stage. When your name is called, please join me or Dean Hodge, then cross to the center of the stage and proceed down the ramp back to your row. Here we go.
Here we go. What is going on?
That way? No, that way.
Are they?
We're ready.
Are they coming up this way?
We gotta, yeah. Okay. They're coming up. Come on.
Congrats. Do you have your card? Oh, what's your name? She's supposed to go first.
Mohammed Ibrahim Maksud.
Lara Yildiz. I need the cards. I need the cards.
Nahom
Give them
Nagash.
to them. I give you the cards. Caitlin Dash. You give the cards back to them,
Enrica
they bring to me.
Mendoza.
Tense Johannes.
Ilalu Safawara.
Geishia Opade.
Denite Abraham.
Okay. Benedict Wong. Congrats.
Naaman Maore.
Tyler Floyd.
Jabril Alihiane.
Mason Chioli.
Daniel Martinez.
Thank you. Ashwin Desai.
Jose Reyes Soto.
Christy Fang.
Alberto Mendoza Andrade.
Annabella Wren.
Elda Tedres.
Yu Yin Zhao.
Ariana Griffin.
Kim, thank you. Dustin Kim. Congratulations.
Fikr Alamaya Nega.
Faraz Hassan.
Lindsay Garza.
Thank you. Mayas Alamandi.
Lalia Balda.
Logan Moore.
Mary Balai.
Min Nguyen.
Somi Lee.
Julina Lang.
Michelle Rogers.
Karen Wu.
Aaron Espinoza.
Mona Hajayed.
Adriana Fashol.
Anya Kalahiki.
Janet Conejo Castro.
Joshua Curtis Johnston.
Fatima Garcia.
Sonia Maldonado.
Itzel Martinez Bautista.
Rhett Bergevin.
Lisbeth Jimenez.
Allison Huang.
Ulysses Vasquez Perez.
Jason Lee.
Kevin Martinez.
Monet Medeiros.
Alexavier Cruz Cruz.
Jacqueline Nguyen.
Valeria Hernandez Miranda.
Dean Shaw.
William Frosaker.
John Geis.
Nathan Evans.
Patrick Kane.
Philip Popa.
Will Nagel.
Lizzie Olea Blanco.
Matthew Niger.
Catherine Melchor Banales.
Jonathan Elliger.
Ekaterina Matsko.
Zach Kuttner.
Magale Torres.
Dan Marino. That's easy enough, right? Thanks.
Clementine McLemore.
Luke Rowe.
Janelle Kasubi.
Will Durrell.
Brooke Leffingwell.
Thank you. Mitchell Franklin.
Eden Johannes.
Jason Pina.
Alam Khalifa.
Christian LaRose.
Howie Kadir.
Griffin Crawford.
Jaime Hailey.
Pernuki Kalamundi.
Sarah Hatlin.
Veronica Sagian.
Jackson Hart.
Genevieve Hune.
Jackson Cammons.
Zachary Baird.
Benjamin Klein.
Manita Lyle.
Kynard Hayden.
Christine Nguyen.
Gianmarco Giannini.
Hold on. Riley Rock.
James Lee.
Daisy Yin.
Justin Shen.
Alan Tran.
Abdu Ayu Muhammad.
Joseph Gerard.
Nicholas German.
Tanelli Freeman.
Jimmy Wynn.
Hayden Tweedy.
McKenna
Thank you.
Dorscht.
Tegan Uwasa.
Catherine Estep.
Jake Kern.
Amanda Lynn.
Dominic Wilbur.
Sarah Lee.
Congrats. Anir Hezroni.
Vivian Giese Sanchez.
Teddy Nguyen.
Maria Armengol.
Boyd Crumba.
Isatu Nakumba Sise.
Furman Laguna.
Peter Furia.
Carson Pascal.
Grothy. Lauren Grothy.
Asato Takato.
Amanda Lee.
Brandon Iseri.
Bella Poyet.
Alexander Edwards.
Margaret Felton.
Justin Lee.
Lily Ramos.
Ranveer Pentel.
Mindy Weingartner.
Trisha Liu.
Ashlyn Halverson.
Monica Tran.
Alexa Niehaus.
Tony Marie Custer.
Celestine Vu.
Thank you. Isaac Smith.
Caitlin Ishibashi.
Brooke Gokul.
Abigail Gates.
Josh Garat.
Dylan Locknane.
Zachary Gu.
Haley Rosenbaum.
Jacob Yu.
Layla Yelichich.
Joshua Buray.
Paige Hayward.
Julian Pitch.
Poe Satia.
Luca Andonian.
Aaron Mirashon.
Carson Allen.
Ryan Lotzgar.
Evan Hogbergen.
Henry Wood.
Sydney Williams.
Jackson Vickers.
Ellie Grace Ammon.
Sam Higgins.
Ethan Barnes.
Sam McGonigal.
Andrew Hoke.
Peter Bowie.
Matthew Miller.
Cedric Brinkman.
Ingrid Saldana Garcia.
Juan Oriana.
Kayla Vo.
Jareth Vasquez Cruz.
Maya Mata.
Anna Kuznetsova.
Karen Isastagi Salazar.
Nicholas Hong.
Reese Berry.
Honore Muth.
Julie Fulton.
Clara Bledsoe.
Lola Richmond.
Audrey Ian Wang.
Christina Meza.
Allie Tang.
Ryan Kilkenny.
Quinn Vo.
Ryan Vache.
Nok Lin Trong.
Noah Frazier.
Melinda Yuen.
John Novak.
Dawson Head.
Zubin Gupta.
Miles Bukowski.
Sid Tyagarajan.
Julian Booker.
Benin Shoquist.
Eliav Thager.
Quinn Rosenberg.
Chloe Ibrahim.
Miles Razik.
Sophia Farhan.
Cole Andrews.
Philip Bedford.
Truk Ho.
Dylan Bosch.
Catherine Nguyen.
Ben Went.
Sarah Kim.
Garrett Packabush.
Lynn Awejan.
Dylan Koo.
Darren Nguyen.
Adelaide Lenneman.
Amy Jessica Lay.
Eliza Maloney.
Joshua Shin.
Jenny Chan.
Fat Trin.
Caitlin Liang.
Kylie Tamina Topper.
Grace Benjamin.
McKenna Lee.
Keelan Chai.
Jessica Alonzo.
Miranda Celeste Campos Guzman.
Swijan Bugatti.
Xiaotou Dorothy Liu.
Ben Law.
Amy Lee.
Benjamin Roon. Hi there.
Cien Wodeo Lihanas.
Alexis Neri.
Joanna Garcia Nunez.
Jesus Zhang.
Kellen McClure.
Grace Kim.
Lauren Asmussen.
Elizabeth Liu.
Cade Farrington.
Thank you. Nakash Gupta.
Good, thanks. Davis Smith.
Oh, yeah. Hunter Furlong Burkew.
Joel Balin.
Elise Toshimoto.
Christopher Pyle.
Keegan Serdar.
Jordan Stewart.
Christian Vicente.
Alexander Fry.
Zachary Spence.
Austin Adams.
Jaden Kahakavila.
Nick Healy.
Josh Miro.
Alexander Graff.
Jonathan Rios.
Bochen U.
Katsuna Okano.
Congratulations.
Gabe Nelson.
Lena Michael Delgado.
Nicholas Utgard.
Jonah Ladish Orlick.
Vanch Gupta.
Maximus Ramos.
Brooke Gill.
Batsuri Batachuri.
Samuk Gowda.
Lexi Shizentong.
Bennett Miller.
Hallie Adams.
Vishnu Ramaswamy.
P. Apritian.
Quang Nguyen.
Madeline Johnson.
Kenneth Fan.
Reese Campbell.
Lawrence Pay.
Ben Hadley.
Alexandra Louis Bui.
Robert Larson.
Tram An Young.
Colin McCarthy.
Wei Sin Jie.
Nathan Miller.
Rachel Lau.
Colin Seifert.
Ellie Yu.
Holly Misley.
Stephen Chung.
Aaron Mead.
Anna Park.
Natalie Sim.
Tony Chung.
Anna Atkinson.
Bentley Hung.
Nana Wong.
Henry Wu.
Greta Jarecki.
Emily Gergen.
Parker Mason.
Chelsea Alcala.
Jaira Slack.
Alicia Amezcua Toscano.
Susan Lai.
Shane Emsch.
Maya Bramble.
Hannah Alemi.
Kayo Tong. Hi.
Madison Collins.
Julia Lau.
Artist. Grayson Artis.
Elvira Cow.
Emily Shu.
Carson O.
Janice Zhang.
Sarah McCants. I know.
Rosalind Santos.
Sophia Dada.
Mirfajoy Awanan.
Theodore Purcell.
Amanda Hung.
Griffin Knowles.
Kirsten Chung.
Tyler Corman.
Ross Alward.
Jake Markinem.
Colin Kirkwood.
Joseph Schmidt.
Maya Wingate.
Colton Fleming.
Hannah Faria Zulkifli.
Vivian Pan.
Henry Robinson.
Eunice Cheng.
Fletcher Broadhead.
Isaac Chow.
Alex Predescu.
Selena Ha Kim.
Jenna Williams.
Catherine Wu.
Haley Dang.
Cecilia Liu.
Claire Kuh.
Leanne Lee.
Belle Lynn.
Tiffany Nguyen.
Kelly Zhang.
Monica Wang.
Tiffany Kim.
Sydney Ward.
Wendy Tu Bui.
Vatana White.
Zoe Lynn Kearns.
Ann To.
Ava Brody.
Tori Tinko.
Madeline Mott.
Brooke Amano.
Leah Carroll.
Hope Schneider.
Caitlin Urick.
Maisie Chen.
Allison O'Neill.
Amanda Song.
Boho Lee.
Sherman Wong.
Alicia Lee Ng.
Justin Huang.
Tess Imanishi.
Kenny Nguyen.
Manon Vastev.
Abatia Sin.
Kaylee Alexandria Chan.
Paco Chueng.
Elizabeth Christensen.
Ethan Bay.
Taylor Desiree Moore.
Delaney Pham.
Jimmy Budke.
Hannah Chen.
Alexis Green.
Sorelia Vu.
Mikhail Butsko.
B. Tran.
Olivia Mumby.
Amy Tran.
Kayla Friedman.
Ryan Patterson.
Nick Tab Ayabo.
Brendan Wilk.
Connor Schlepp.
Aiden Hong.
Emma Miller.
McKenna Nelson.
Josephina Albert.
Lauren Chung.
Sydney Meisner.
Bella Wu.
Ta Leah Garza.
Rachel Wong.
Tess Forey.
Madeline Sue.
Catherine Bonacci.
Rachel Amaro.
Austin Zavala.
Kate Staden.
Sam Bowen.
Addison Smee.
William Ringwood.
Erica Ito.
Jordan Adams.
Amy Doe.
Vansh Dialgi.
Jenna Carlson.
Widit Jen.
Allison Thompson.
Tanya Aria.
Catherine Van Horn.
Nishant Shah.
Annika Blumenstein.
Anya Guliani.
Emily Nguyen.
Asida Bumela.
Somi
Sorry.
Park.
The Nguyen.
Maya Reingold.
Dummy Win.
Samantha Tam.
Soharta Chuarsa.
Joey Wu.
Omojan Ankyabar.
Jasmine Cheng.
Kianis Rivashti.
Olivia Lauren Oboy Apollonia.
Jimin Jackie Hong. Sophia Carney.
Tom Kongao.
Trayvon Reeves.
Noah Tai.
Frankie Chen.
Kohei Foss.
Elaine Howe.
Cullen Bryant.
Dohan Kim.
Bridget Mayer.
Jaden Tonko.
Ishmael Lagunas Ponce.
Devin Bin.
Patricia Flores.
Hilton Wynn.
Elvin Nunez Alfaro.
Sauren Sihel.
Guadalupe Purin.
Michael Schwamborn.
Sooyoung Kim.
Serena Lay.
Frida Santos Enriquez.
Anvita Bavaneni.
Alexa Trinidad.
Arsh Vahora.
Alice Nguyen.
Colby Yamamoto.
Subin John.
Jason Aochi.
Yingyin Zhu.
Zoyoung Michael Wong.
Bromley Ross.
Fan Bu.
Monica Powell.
Armando Hernandez.
Andrea Lewis.
Travis Tran.
Rong Rong Zhu.
Shira Valeraso Sanchez.
Amelie Gohagen.
Malia Sofia Osorio.
Cindy Fong.
Christina Kim.
James Vo.
Isabella Mediavilla.
Savina Kamisai.
Julia Ogilvy.
Mia Meldy.
Sam Chase.
Aaron Hull.
Jasmine Pham Tran.
Sophia Zhao.
Joshua Nakamura.
Teresa Doe.
Saisha Jane.
Emma Marie Hammock.
Rachel Joshua.
Akanksha Deb.
Yufu Chen.
Abigail Moeller.
Zhupoi Lee.
Alina Milan Eiler.
Sheila Hallman Boggs.
Shannon Hamilton.
Baywen Lan.
Jake Ryan.
Romaine Zhu.
Quentin Walker.
Yuting Zheng.
Cameron McCaw.
Olivia Wong.
Alexa Garay.
Olivia Chi.
Ashlyn Pistol.
Do you want the tone or no? Patrick Tongwu.
Crail Garb.
Carrie Chen.
Taylor Sue.
Yinshu Young.
Grace Shin.
Brian Chen.
Sheying Wen.
Xia Lian.
Jinyang Dong.
Ki-Ying Chen. Simon Ng.
Yingling Chen.
David Lee. Dan Kramer.
Yu Chen.
Jedediah Cho.
Jake Sasaki.
Amelia Batesel.
Armand Denani.
Samara Shui.
Brian Song.
Elsie Roshlow.
Harmon Mahu.
Helen Mahari.
Brennan Lee.
Oriana Chan.
Ivan Chan.
Alicia Lee.
Anna Chen.
Kyle Grubb.
Ahmed Mohammed. Thank you. Oliat Ijo.
Ishang Lo. Fuching Li.
Lukman Saloon.
Wansi Do.
Mikias Yard.
Helen Kim Hong Tran.
Frau Bogale.
Araceli Ochoa.
Hathon Chung.
Tan Solipchia.
Jake Keen.
Pecas. Mia Pecas.
Janice Bada Kim.
Roslyn Bergano.
Donna Tay.
Suhani Agarwal.
Janice Dermalon.
Ebony Bowie.
Davis Masashi Jung.
Iris Lung.
John James O'Neill.
Miku Hara.
Kenai Dindia.
Gloria Ramirez Hernandez.
Schwengen. Luke Schwengen.
Wendy Guo.
Graham Brower.
Yanbo Fu.
Darren Huang.
Jahao Chen.
Lucas Chia.
Elin Wong.
Ethan Holbrook.
Alan Wu.
Joshua Inahara.
Sarah Ryan
Congrats.
Tran.
Min Kim.
Joy Costin.
Sierra Foster.
Gimendra Sangar.
Kung Tran.
Jace Zimmerman.
Ella Hofer.
Tony Dang.
Kinsey Dunn.
Chi Chi Wong.
Claire Chatalis.
Megan Iboshi.
Natalie Shamoon.
Hien Nguyen.
Nicholas Meyer.
Scott Shakely.
Jennifer Murray.
Chelsea Shen.
Bianca Butcherson.
Jamie Shea.
Thank you. Amelia Ede.
Artisha Gupta.
Ashley Faria.
Russell Tagu.
Cassandra Schmid.
Leo Calzada.
Hannah Sai-Young Hu.
William Lee.
Gabriel Wu.
Darcy Bender.
Grace Huang.
Daniel Lee.
Emily Dutka.
Tony Garcia.
Nicholas Sebastian Pacheco.
Nika Gazanferpour.
Okay. Axel Canapudro.
Jason Raymond.
Eliza Magana.
Jason Raymond.
Perry Liu.
William Hardianto.
Daniel Espino.
William Perdanda.
Yvonne Schneerson.
James Putatraya.
Evan Denning.
Hassan Mudin.
William Olson.
Quillian Tin.
Sydney Tran.
Quentin Porter.
Rio Canozzo.
Anthony Lee.
Jenny Choi.
Katie Tran.
Ali Assen.
Hal Nguyen.
Ostap Lakodi.
James Samuel.
Samantha Trin.
Evander Hartanto.
Emma Sani.
Jessica Hariono.
Yogi Baharti.
Diara Ojong.
Margarita Korlova.
Chelsea Ariani. Amelia Juhadi.
Jasmine Singh Bajwa.
Camelia Juhadi. Zoe Joy.
Karan Veep Singh Chauhan.
Ariza Wajaya. Luis Umbupati. Congrats. Jessica Fredlina. Nicole. Thank you. Nicole Talia Hakam. Laura Janet Hallam. Caitlin Alexander Widiantara. Natanya Clarissa. Osman, congrats. Daniel Osman.
Please return to your seats. Come on up. Come on up. Congratulations to all of you, graduates. Now, let's take an important moment to thank family, friends, supporters, and loved ones for making today possible. As our speaker, Brady Brewer, said, no one gets here alone. So please, let's give a round of applause to those who helped you get here. Class of 2025, congratulations, you have done it. At this time, I ask all graduates to participate in the ceremonial tradition of turning the tassel. Please move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. All of your hard work, planning, determination, and grit you have become a Foster alumni, ready to go out there and better humanity. Please be seated. Class of 2025, my heart is bursting with pride and gratitude for your accomplishments. My colleagues and I are honored to call you alumni. We cannot wait to see what's next for you, and we welcome you back to share your experiences with us. And that brings us to the end of this celebration. Faculty will exit first, followed by graduates. I ask that guests please remain seated until the recessional concludes. Families, please be sure to exit the arena and meet your graduates outside the building. Thank you, congratulations, and have a wonderful day.